The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome, everyone, to Huntington, West Virginia, Jones C. Edwards Stadium, home of the Marshall Thundering Herd. As we'll see, the winners of 5 straight, the Old Dominion Monarchs, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Marshall Thundering Herd. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Old Dominion's offense will have the opening possession of the game. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here if the quarterback looks his way, regardless of what the coverage is, based on what he showed last time out.
Yeah, and they were on the same page. It was fun to watch. I mean, you could tell that he knew exactly where his guy was, putting up the multiple touchdowns like
wide open on the right. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Old Dominion. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Marshall's offense will get the ball for the first time. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. But, Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
This is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing. And 2 guys we know are going to play at the next level. But I think this is probably one of the better individual matchups we're going to see all season long.
Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
Looking to throw on first down. Got his man on the outside. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Rushes on him. Trying to escape and get it himself. Turning it on. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put him down and go get first downs. But I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out. And you could tell it's going to be a big part of the game plan.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Got the back over the middle. They almost got a first down there. Stopped a yard short. It'll be third down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Finds a man on the left. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Well, they caught the defense off guard with that play right there. Here they are in field goal range. It's third and short. You know, the odds say it's going to be a run. Instead, they throw it. They get a big play now setting up first and goal.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
The run up the middle, looking for the score. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
Touchdown, Marshall! Fitted in the window for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. And we're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just... is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
And the extra point is good. They march 78 yards down the field, and they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Coming out with it, it's Newsome. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Offense in a split backfield. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Let's talk for just a minute about Old Dominion. With just a few games remaining, they're atop the conference standings. Jesse, how hard is it not to look ahead at this point?
Really, really hard because everybody's talking about the conference championship, who you might play. You still got to deal. You still got to take care of business on the field today. That's the most important thing. It's been a phenomenal season up to this point, David. Great things ahead, potentially.
Oh, he's got some space. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Monarchs racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And running the option is so important for that quarterback, man. Making the right decision. Nice job sucking the defense in, pitching the football, and then look at that. The extra yards, he gets the rest. Nice third down conversion.
They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Monarchs are moving quickly down the field. Motion from the wideout. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. And the Monarchs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Here comes the option. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense. The Monarchs kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wilson to pass. The screen, he can go. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down. On the option. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, ODU.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, take a peek at what's happening in this interesting battle in the MAC. Buffalo needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Western New York behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Western Michigan. The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
Man, early in the game, I love when you set the tone and make the quarterback feel uncomfortable. Nice job getting him on the ground, getting your first sack of the day. Listen, they had 3 last week, but they want to continue to build on that number and keep getting it higher, and that's a great start.
Marshall comes to the line way behind the sticks here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Here's the heat. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back.
Great job by the defense forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Under fire. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but I think, just invoke the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Bottled him up, not a whole lot of room to run on that return, and that's how this period will come to an end. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Guys, Old Dominion has the lead here as we've reached the end of the quarter. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. They'll give it to the back. Breaks into the open. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23. Guys, let's chat for just a second about Old Dominion. Good pickup on the recruiting trail last week. 3-star offensive lineman, gives them a verbal, and this is the type of talent they need to get into the program and then develop.
Yeah, and this really was more of an emotional decision, I think, for him as well. He's been a fan of this program ever since he was a young boy, and now he's getting a chance to live out his dreams. As a three-star, he had opportunities to go elsewhere, to play in better conferences against better competition, but this for him felt like home, and now he has a chance to go out and live that dream.
He'll pitch it. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Monarchs! Great job by the back on the option.
Man, defenses have to play responsibility football, and you could tell they had the quarterback, but how about the running back? They didn't even play it off the pitch, and he takes full advantage. They constantly put this kind of stress on you with this option, and the defense, they were not where they were supposed to be, and they give up the explosive touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Marshall takes over the ball. The Thundering Herd offense coming out. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to
Lofts one high indeed. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like...
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understand the ball came out quick. I got to break, get Hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense.
Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. And a big play there on the option. The pitch was executed perfectly.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
Wilson will throw. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Old Dominion. And they take it in for 6 more points. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here this Week 11 performance. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does, takes advantage of great field position.
Lining up for the PAT. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Rides the back on the option to give. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long.
There he goes. Rams him with the stiff arm. Ridden out of bounds at the 45, a big play for this offense.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Marshall comes to the line facing 3rd and long. The play action fake. Unloads to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Marshall will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. Wide receiver going in motion. Now on the move. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. And the Monarchs are in the hurry-up. Little touch pass to the receiver. Still on his feet at the 40. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Monarchs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Motion from the wide receiver. The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They got nothing. In fact, they lost a ton on those last 2 runs, and now it's 3rd and a mile, 18 yards to go. Wilson to pass. Throws to the tight end. And it's knocked away, incomplete on 3rd down. And the Monarchs send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Catch in the middle, it's Stevens. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. Marshall will be forced to punt. A high kick trying to pin them deep. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
They'll move the wide receiver. Goes to the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Monarchs headed quickly to the line. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wilson will throw. Get it out to the supersonic guy. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And the Monarchs will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. 2nd down coming up. Back to pass. Right on target this time. And he jukes the first guy, made him miss, and picked up a few before being brought down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Thundering Herd faces a 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out fast. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. They've been overwhelmed so far in this first half, but if they could muster a score, maybe a glimmer of hope.
Yeah, and I know it's been a struggle. They've been struggling this whole game, but let's get something positive going into halftime. Coaches won't yell at you as much, but they got the first down. Now let's put the pedal to the floor, go a little faster, cut into this lead.
Snagged in the middle. It's Stevens. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. Quick tempo here for the offense. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Pocket breaking down. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Man, this guy is just starting to take this game over. Sack on 1st down, sack on 2nd down, and now on 3rd down, this offense, they better identify where this guy's lining up, and they better get him double-teamed because they can't block him right now.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Right on the money. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Marshall will be forced to punt. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, Dave?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
You just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart. You're going to be aggressive with your decision making.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He'll do it himself on the draw. Got the first down and more. Turning it on. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The Monarchs come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there today in Huntington. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Jones C. Edwards Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Monarchs will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score, I get a stop, I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
He didn't even have a chance to get back to the line. What a job by this defensive front. Marshall will be forced to punt. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. The give is to Smith. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. But that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. The Monarchs want to pick up the tempo.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
Now the pitch. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there.
Brings it in down the left side. Touchdown, ODU. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And nice job by the quarterback, hanging in the pocket, hanging in there. He knew he was going to take a lick. He took the lick, delivered a strike, and got the score.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 35-yard pass for 6. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Stevens. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. Marshall comes to the line way behind the sticks here on 2nd and long. Leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got some space. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34. The Thundering Herd trying to dial one up to convert on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts one down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Marshall will be forced to punt. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Leaves it with the running back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. And the Monarchs come to the line in the hurry-up.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. It'll be 3rd and long. Might be calling a hot route. Wilson to pass. Looking deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. The Monarchs will bring the punt team onto the field. Here's the return. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Marshall takes over the ball. The Thundering Herd offense coming out. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Finds his way for 3 after the 33.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Fires to the right. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
On the option. Breaks into the open. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Monarchs, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Card in the backfield. It's Dickey. He is stopped right at the 21-yard line, and now it'll be 4th down and decision time. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. We've come to the end of the period. Old Dominion has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Here comes the heat. And his first pass is incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy in front.
Hines is back in the middle, and the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much.
Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
Marshall comes to the line way behind the sticks here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. The Thundering Herd needing a ton of ground to get it to that 1st down marker. It's a draw. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense
makes a catch, 1st down and maybe a lot more. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. That one hurts. They thought they'd move the chains on 4th down. Instead, they back up. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. On the option. And the ball is free on the pitch. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wilson will throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Now on the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, that time on 3rd down, they're trying to see if they can catch the defense snapping. They go with the option play, but a great job by the defense being alert, being aware, anticipating it may come. Nothing there. They forced a negative play, now setting up 4th down.
Marshall takes over the ball. The Thundering Herd offense coming out. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Finds the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Marshall now lines up, trying to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Looking deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
It's complete to the left. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
What a great individual effort. Throwing the hitch on fourth down. After they catch it, just going to have to be able to break a tackle and go pick up the first. He's able to do exactly that.
Running back searching for a hole. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Marshall comes to the line facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out quickly. At midfield, he's got room. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
There he goes. And he's brought down after a nice game. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quickly complete. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Trying to find the end zone. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting.
And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Right down the middle. They go 83 yards on the drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, they're ready to send these fans toward the exits.
And you know the coaching staff has got to be so happy with how this offense has been able to come out here on the road, fight the crowd noise, and execute at such a high level, Dave.
Yeah, just dominate the football game. And now, listen, it's mode where I can run the football, run out the clock, watch this game go to zeros and get the dub.
And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. The Monarchs want to move quickly. They'll run the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Really good 3rd down defense. Nice job playing the option. Responsibility football, but still aggressive downhill, ready for the pitch. Great job getting the guy, getting to him, and getting him on the ground.
All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that are going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.